and then I'm going to start working on this stuff. I'm going to try to leave that big oak. It's a massive red oak, I believe. Yeah. It'll come up this hill. I don't know if y'all can tell, there's two drains right there. The dam will be on the left side of those drains. So that way these drains that catch water, the water will come into the pond. Good morning, guys. Back at it again. Not quite as cold this morning, and I've already been doing some work. There used to be some trees here. I've already taken them down this morning. I got the ripper back on the deer. Got the pine tree laying there. Really, I didn't dig anything out. Pond, you guys see where it's at. I mean, like I said yesterday, it's plenty low for us to do what we need to do. I also kind of noticed watching videos back last night, I moved the camera too fast. Sorry about that. I guess you guys probably have trouble seeing when I start moving the camera around quite a bit. So I'll try to slow down a little bit so y'all can see everything. But pine tree there took down yesterday. I pulled this tree up this morning. But just wanted y'all to kind of see where the pond was this morning after draining all night. Looks a little different. The plan today, or this morning, I think I may only have a half a day here. I've got several other things I've got to go get done after lunch, but we're gonna continue working up through this, coming up this hill. I've got the bucket down there for cleanup, but the rake, it's over in the field. I could go get it, but I just don't feel like tracking up there. So I'm gonna kind of keep pulling some logs up the hill, and then I'm gonna start working on this stuff. I'm gonna try to leave that big oak. It's a massive red oak, I believe. Yeah. And then I'm gonna kind of work up through this bottom. I don't know if y'all can tell, there's a drain over there. There's a drain right here, the knoll here in the middle. That is our plan to run the dam right through there. So that is what I'm going to work on for half a day. Finish cleaning this out through here, and then jump the drain, and then start working my way up that next knoll. So we'll see how far I get today. Again, I don't have all day. I've got another land clearing job I'm supposed to meet with the landowner with and look at. We've got another potential pond and another driveway I've got to go look at. So we're just short-handed right now. You know, I hate to go out and hire another operator. I've got the work, there's no doubt about it, but you know, jobs could slow down at any time. So, and I enjoy coming out here and working. I get tired of sitting in an office all day behind a desk, which I have to do pretty much all night, but I'm able to keep my sanity when I can get out here and run equipment and do what I've done for the last 30 years. So anyway, that's where we're at this morning. I'm going to start clearing some more trees. that big red oak, man. That thing is massive. I know it doesn't, y'all can't tell on camera, but man, that thing's huge. It's, I bet it's every bit of 40 inches at the butt, 48, maybe more. But I'm gonna do everything I can to save that one. It has been here a long time, and I'd like to leave it here for as long as I can. All right, like I was saying, I'm gonna start picking through some of this stuff right here, sorting it out. You know, that logger, all this is just pulpwood, basically. It's like there's a lot of sweet gum. It's really pulpwood value is all it is. But I'll set some of that out to the side, see if he can take it. Of course, all this brush we'll burn it. Right now I'm just trying to get it set off to the side. We'll have to come back through here and move it again, or we'll take it over into the pond and set it inside that pond and burn it in there. But right now we're under a burn ban, so I'm trying to just get it out of the way so we can at least start on some dirt work. And then if they lift the burn ban anytime, you know, we can burn it at that point. This is where that stump ripper, it really doesn't shine in this small brush like this. You really would rather have the rake on. You can cover a lot more ground, but I get tired of flopping back and forth every 30 minutes between attachments. So just make it work. You still got stumps in here we got to take out, and trees. I can quite reach that one. Dead elm tree. Those elms, and they don't have much of a tap root. Their roots just grow out and grow into everything. Man, they've got a huge root ball. They're hard to get out of the ground most of the time, especially if you're in a hard background, like in clay, solid clay. This is a little more sandier it's not sand, just a little sandier material over here on the backside. So I don't expect it to put up too much of a fight, but it will still put one up regardless. Got another root there. That root right there, that root was growing all the way through that dam. I just pulled it. I know y'all probably didn't see it, but I just pulled it from that bank right there was where I grabbed it and pulled it all the way through. It was just one end sticking out. That's why you don't want trees on your dam. Oh yeah, that helped with it being dead. Didn't give us much of a fight there. That's another elm. Saw it off. There we go. Grab it, get it out of there. It's also dead. Work on this one, see how much of a fight it's going to give us. Trying to pull some of this brush out and away from it. A little bit too far from it, and I'm working over the side of my tracks, which is never the best angle for pulling. Get repositioned here. All this brush right here piled up. Didn't want to have to jack with it, but I guess I'm going to need to get it out of the way. See, there's not much of a taproot. It's just a ball, man. Huge ball of roots. I'm sure you guys up north probably similar to a maple, I would guess. I know watching Mike on Outdoors with the Morgans, he's a lot of maples he digs up kind of the same way. They don't go very deep, they just go out. You just gotta work through all those roots and break them down. Another dead elm tree right there, dead top. We'll try to break it off so I don't have a limb come back on my lap. Dead, even after being dead. I mean, you can tell that just been dead for several years. Man, they just do not give it up. All this smaller stuff, get it out of here, keep moving, jump across the drain here in just a minute. Well, I got another pile started on this end. I got through here. I was talking about this morning, some clear up through here. The dam will come right through here. It'll come up this hill. I don't know if y'all can tell, there's two drains right there. The dam will be on the left side of those drains. So that way these drains that catch water, the water will come into the pond. But it is lunch time. I'm gonna run, check on a few things. Waiting to hear back on a time from a few landowners to meet with them. I did end up going and I went and grabbed the rake. It's right there. I used it to clean all the underbrush out of here. I'll if I do come back after lunch, I'll put the rake back on and work on this junk, get it cleaned out to open this on up. Still got a few more trees, you know, just came through here and laid them down for the time being. Then I've just been walking in, grabbing them by the root ball and dragging them out. I mean, this oak here is going to have to go. That tree there's got to go. Smaller trees. So still got to take more out this way. You can see there's another drain over there. I feel like we'll put our, as of right now, my initial thoughts were to put our spillway over here. That way the water will come around and catch this drain right here, and that'll be the new spillway. It won't go back in the middle like this, or where this old one was. So anyhow, I got this opened up. Still on the fence on that big red oak. I really don't know. I think we can save it. Be close. It's gonna be real close. I'm gonna do my best to save it. But all this has got to be cleared. So, you know, I've kind of got opening up where the dam will be. We'll leave all these trees will stay. But basically from the dam back, everything into the field will get cleared. We'll take all that out. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm sure y'all saw in the video, I threw this brush in. A little bit of brush. Ground's solid. I mean, I feel like it's fine, but anytime I can avoid soft ground, I'll throw that brush in, use it to walk across that drain, just to help support that excavator a little bit. But got this cleaned up back here. That's all cleaned up. Clean all that up with a rake. So yeah, that's where it's at. Pond's is about as low as we're gonna get it. We're gonna call it good right there. So got those trees down and piled. Logger, I don't know, he'll be here end of the week, maybe first of next week. They're showing rain tomorrow, 100% rain tomorrow. Then we got the that winter blast, Arctic blast coming in this weekend. Freezing rain, sleet, snow. So I would feel like he probably won't come in until next week, but we'll work while we can, do what we can. Obviously he can catch up to us a lot faster than we can get it cleared, so it's not going to hurt for us to have 3 or 4 days ahead of him. But anyway, there she is. You can kind of see now it's opened up over there. You can kind of tell how the new dam will run through here and go out where I just was at. And then basically everything up to that field, all this, everything you see, these trees will all be underwater. Every bit of that'll be underwater. So yeah, if I come back out here, I will do another update. If not, I will see y'all on the next one.